One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Yes, what's up, everybody? You see the promo, you see what's going on. For only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta stories, YouTube community, and my website, which you will be featured on, www.doggiediamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram, at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. And let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. I am your host, your producer, your videographer, I guess that's the word, right? I am the person talking for tonight. I am Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. This is Doggie Diamonds No Filter Podcast. Haven't released audio of this in a long time, so which I will start doing. Back off vacation. Just came to talk to y'all for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Happy holidays to everybody out there who indulge in the holiday thing. For those who don't be whining and complaining, trying to mess it up for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I present. Who do you present? I present myself. I appear courtesy of myself. I am Doggie Diamonds. What's up, everybody? Hope y'all having a good holiday eve. Hope everybody's in good spirits. I'm in great spirits right now. Just flew in today, a few hours ago, from Cancun, and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And just came to kick it with y'all. I haven't been around for a few days, so you know, I was in Cancun, man, eating every little thing. Listen, man. I ate everything. I don't eat no pork. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. But I ate everything. I ate ice cream like 10 times a day. I ate cake. Man, I was just eating. You know, because I don't never eat like that. So I probably got like 10 to 12 pounds to lose. But it's all in good fun. It's perfect. That's what you go on vacation for. You go on vacation to kick back, clear your mind, lay on that beach, let that sun hit you, get in that water, and just relax. You don't think about nothing. I wasn't internet, and I did get into a little Twitter exchange with somebody, which was kind of dumb on my part because I shouldn't have did it. But, you know, when you feel like your name is being put out there a certain way, you just clear the air. It ain't, you know, no big deal. But I was on vacation. I was chilling, man, just really relaxing, you know, just in my zone. So, you know, I really came here tonight impromptu. Oh, y'all probably wasn't expecting me. I didn't put it out there. Yeah, I be too disciplined with the way I eat, but I wasn't on this trip. Woo! I did my thing, so I'm still gonna work out tonight. I'm like, yo, no, you go home, you gotta work out, bro. You gotta get your stuff back together. But yeah, you know, I just was living, man. This was a trying year for me. This was the year that I'll, you know, never forget, good, bad. But I could say a lot of bad because I, you know, took 2 losses of family members, one being my aunt, one being my brother, and just a lot of other personal, you know, things that went on in my life that's, you know, some of it's still lingering, you know, but it just was a turbulent year for me. You know, also having that, you know, that Rona, you know, in June, I believe that was, I had that. Yeah. So, and then, you know, my aunt passed away. Then just, you know, just dealing with a lot. You know, I dealt with a lot this year, still dealing with a lot, but I just wanted to end the year off. The year's not over, but I wanted to end it in a place, you know, where I could just go chill and relax and just really just eat. You know what I'm saying? Just eat. Just, you know, just relax, you know, not in the space of knowing what's going on the internet or, you know, this person said this person did that. And I just unplugged. You know, I did post a picture or 2. I did speak on Twitter a little bit, but other than that, I unplugged. And tell everybody, if you get an opportunity and a chance, unplug. You know, unplug from this thing that's so-called fueling us, because it's really no fuel. It's really nothing to it. It's no fuel. You know what I'm saying? It's no fuel. It's really nothing. And most of the stuff that you see on the internet and hear on the internet is designed to really trigger you and get reactions out of you. And some of it is just so negative. And just just really just kicking back and just reviewing my life, because at the end of it all, we live, and people pass away, and then you start really just really 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 thinking about your purpose, and just really thinking about what it is, what's your goals. You just need a place where you could just really just sit back somewhere and just realize, yo, hold on, all right, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, and that's just basically what I did. So I came back with some a different type of energy. I'm not going to say a different mindset, because I still got the mindset to win, you know what I'm saying, and do what I need to do. But it was just, I just got a chance to get away and just, didn't have I didn't really have a care in the world. I didn't have a care in the world. I was like, I'd be so busy watching what I eat, watching this and watching that. Nah, I just reckless. I'm like, yo, look, I'll eat this at 9 o'clock at night. I eat this at 10. Of course I don't drink or smoke, you know what I'm saying? But just really, I got you get a passport. And when I say travel too, travel is not always out of the country. Travel could be within the country, whether you hop in your car and go on a road trip, but do something, do something to get out of this matrix of lies and I don't know what these bot things are in my room. It just keeps saying tech. What the hell is that? I keep saying that. What is that? But get out of you have to get out of this matrix, because you'll be locked into living and paying attention to somebody else's illusion, and most of this stuff is illusions. Most of this stuff is not real. People take their best picture. People wait till they have a certain outfit on to take a picture. They wait till their hair is done a certain way, or everybody wants to be imperfect when they present themselves to the public. You know what I'm saying? So it's not too many real people anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an overthinker. I think about thinking, if that makes sense. I think about what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about. So I could be sitting here and thinking about something. That makes sense. It ain't gonna make sense to everybody. But life is fragile. It's very long, but it's short at the same time, depending on what you're going through and how you view it. Life is very fragile. We in a day and time with sickness and so many things is happening. You could be talking to somebody today and then they're gone, just like that. And you want to think about what you could have said, what you could have did and all that, and then it's over, and then you're looking at your loved ones in a casket, and that's it. Or you in the casket, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you have to find a way, and the announcements is corny. Because when you make announcements for stuff, you're doing it for other people. You're not doing it for you. So, you got to take a break from this sometimes, and like even with me with doing YouTube and and blogging and doing stuff, it's just times I just want to quit. I just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, like it take a lot for me to do this. Sometimes I don't want to do it because I'm just been doing it for a long time, and it's not the money. The money is good. The success is good. The recognition is good, but it's just more to me than just sitting here talking. And the way that they treated the game now, the way the game is being played, I really don't like it because I think a lot of people are making an ass out of themselves. And I'm like, nah, I wasn't a part of the foundation of this culture for people to, you know, do what they're doing with it now. You know, it look crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are crazy. So sometimes I just be sitting back and I'll be like, wow, okay, this is what y'all into, you know, okay. You know, so I be falling back. You know what I'm saying? I be falling back. I'm like, all right, you know, it's time to hit the, you know, the Michael Jordan fadeaway and just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I can't get up every day in my life and log on social media and argue with people and debate with people every day. That's not even what we do. That's not what we do in our normal life. Get what I'm saying? Like, you know, where do you go? Where I'm talking about physically. Physically, where do you go that you argue and debate with somebody every day, all day? Because if you did, you wouldn't go. You'd be like, man, I ain't going with them. Get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Them get on my nerves. But it's like when you log into this place, it's just a constant struggle to always prove your point. Or I mean, I'll be like, man, yo, shut up, man. I don't even want to talk. Said what I said, and I said, you don't agree, disagree with your mother. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with this, it be draining because it's like, damn, like, yo, we in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you feel like we in a good place because a lot of people be on the same page. And then sometimes you be like, yo, man, yo, we in trouble. We in trouble. Like the things that we worry about, the things that trigger us, the things that, you know, we gravitate towards as far as content and talking points. I be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Like a lot of this just so easy to put y'all to control the way y'all think. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to control the way y'all think. You know, and then it's like, yo, I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna let this control you and I'm telling you not to let it control you, I can't help you. There's no help for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for example, while I was away, or I think I was leaving, going to the airport, and I seen Jay-Z made a statement about verses. And it just became the topic of I was on Facebook before I left. I was on Twitter. I was on Instagram. I'm like, damn, this man said something. Now, let's be real, right? Okay, cool. We could talk about verses. Verses is cool. It's a talking point. But when you've been talking about it and arguing about it for 4 or 5 days now, you got to get your shit together. Because, you know, after you make your points and all that's over, like I'm not getting in no thread with people arguing about who could take him out in the verse. I don't care. I don't care. We're going to have our opinion. We're going to disagree. And we're going to agree. And that's that. It's Friday. When he said that, Monday or Sunday? It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. 4 or 5 days later, and people just still talking about it like he just said it. And he didn't even say it. Like a quote. So I'm like, damn, imagine if he said something profound. Imagine if he said something uplifting. Imagine if he said something or gave y'all what I told y'all that we want from them, that information. Imagine if he gave information pertaining to something that we all need and want. But look at how it just controlled everything. Like, you got regular people that arguing with you or just want to have an argument about that. Like, yo, come on, man. Like, that's the topic of yo, we in trouble, man. We are in trouble. We in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you build on it and that's it. But 5 days later, because if you go on your timeline right now, they still talking about it. They still talking about Nas versus Jay-Z, and they done been cool and been friends for years. They ain't been beefing in a long time, but we still talking about Ether and Takeover. And I'm like, yo, man, that, you know, that's cool. That's dope. As far as hip hop, you know, it's a hip hop conversation, but you know, we have a hip hop conversation and then we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like when, you know, I'm the one to tell y'all, enjoy yourself, live life. Don't always be uptight. Don't always be, you know, triggered. Don't always talk about the struggles of the people. That, you know, there's more to life than that too, because that is draining too. But damn, like, let me show y'all something. Where's my phone? That. Cancel, delete, draft. Delete. Hold on one second. What I'm saying is that when you see different things, you start realizing that life is completely different outside of what's going on in here, what's going on here. So when I was in Cancun, I took pictures of different things. So this is a picture I took, right? Now that looks like a picture, right? That looked like a picture on the wall, right? That's actually a window. That's a window. That's not a picture. That's a window. It looks like a picture on the wall, right? That's actually a window. And outside of the window, that's what you see outside of the window. So when I took the picture, I was like, yo, people are going to think this is a picture on the wall. That's outside of the window. That was outside, you know, when I was walking down my hotel room, going to my room. So when you start seeing stuff like that, it looked like a picture on the wall. I'm telling you, it just messed my head up. So when you start seeing stuff like that and you start noticing like, yo, hold on, man. It's so much to life outside of this and even this. You know, I took a picture of the moon on the water. You know what I'm saying? I took a picture of the moon on the water. Like, you know, look at the moon on the water. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much more to this thing called life than this. You know, I was just walking around. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much more to this thing called life than what we do. You know, just look at that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Like this is what's out there. And this is, you know, this is just Cancun. I ain't acting like I went to, you know, but this just so much more to life than this little guy. It's his birthday. But hold on, I just seen a super chat. Hold on one second. Tito Smiles, I believe your name was. I missed your super chat. I apologize. But if your pops committed suicide, condolences. I can't say it was some weak stuff. Reason why I can't say it's weak because, you know, you never know when certain people had enough. And our enough is not their enough. Now we can say, yo, you committed suicide, you a coward, you stand the third. But I don't have the courage to commit suicide. You know, and there's times where, hey, I was severely depressed too and didn't even know if I wanted to live. But, you know, I ain't had the courage to hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? But your enough is different from somebody else's enough. Your courage is different from somebody else's courage. And we just never know. Sometimes you never know what people are going through. That's why I always tell people, you'll leave me alone. Just leave me alone because I'm a person that I know how far I'll go if I get a little mad. if I get a little too mad, I know I'm gonna go too far, and I don't think people know that I'm going to go that far, so they just keep poking the bear until the bear gets up and bites their head off, and then they say, "Yo, that bear wild out," but the people don't see how the bear was being poked, So, like I said, condolences with your pops, for to your father, condolences to you, but at the same time, don't get angry at him. That just might have been his piece. Unfortunately, it might have been his piece, and when you're in a time of crisis, which I've been in before, mental crisis, and you see a lot of people on here going through mental crisis, and y'all watch a lot of them, and y'all think they normal, and you believe a lot of stuff they say, and then you see them just snap and freak out, and you don't be like, yo, this person is off. You know what I'm saying? I never claimed to have it all together. I came on here plenty of times like, yo, I'm going through something right now. But, I believe in talking my way through things. This is becoming my therapy to talk to people because there's so many like-minded people. But at the same time, your father might have found his peace. And sometimes your peace is not being on this plane anymore because sometimes you just feel tortured. And I've been in a place in my life where I was so depressed that I was like, yo, I don't wish this on nobody. I wish I could just wake up and this will all go away. I remember being in that state and not having, not having the courage to do anything to myself. But I just remember just being, in a bad, bad state. And again, if I didn't have the strength that I had, I might not be here. You know what I'm saying? I might not be here. So I can't really give you no advice. I can't tell you it's going to be okay. I can't tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is, take things day by day. Never blame yourself for somebody else's actions because there's nothing you can do. When somebody had their mind made up, it's pretty much nothing you can do. You can try to convince them, but remember, that's your elder. That's your OG. You know what I'm saying? And some people, peace is death to them, even though there's other ways, there's other alternatives, but that's their peace. So I have a first cousin who committed suicide. We actually have the same first name. He was named after my father because I wasn't born yet. And my father was going away to Vietnam. And I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't even born to like another 3 more children. And they didn't know if he was going to come back from Vietnam. He's going to war. So he didn't have a namesake. So they named my cousin after my father. My cousin ended up committing suicide some years back. And who knew? Who knew that, he would commit suicide? Who knew he would do that? But, once it's done, you kind of don't know. And you wish you could get inside of their brain and you wish you could ask them, well, what's going on? But again, I just think that was his peace. I also had a cousin that was living on the street homeless for like 10, 12 years. And it's a lot of us. He never had to be homeless. Never had to be homeless, but he lived on the street. And I used to see him and be like, yo, what are you doing? My younger cousin, And he used to be like, yo, I'm waiting for this chick to come get me and all that. I'm saying to myself, listen, you stink, you're dirty, ain't no girl coming to get you. But he was at peace. You know what I'm saying? He was at peace. So who am I to say, yo, you stink, go get cleaned up. Your mother miss you, go there. I didn't say nothing. Just happy to see him, happy to be alive. Now, a few months ago, he ended up getting off the street and going to his mother's house and getting himself together, but it took him 10 to 12 years to do it. And I remember speaking to my cousin, his brother, and I was like, yo, imagine the freedom that he might have in being homeless because you don't got to worry about no bills. The shit that we worry about, you ain't got to worry about every day. Of course, I wouldn't do it because I like to be clean. I don't want to be cold. and I don't want to worry about what I'm gonna eat every day. But hey, if you could just say, yo, listen, I'm gonna find me a little warm spot, and I don't care about being clean, and I eat whatever I can eat. It's a freedom in that. You know what I'm saying? It's a freedom in that. So it was my younger cousin, but when I used to see him, I used to be happy that he alive, you know, and I call his mother, yeah, I saw him, you know. He was on such and such. Yeah, I saw him today. You know, I spoke to him. And that was all I could really do, report to his mother. Because, you know, as a mother, when your child is out there, you're going to worry. So all I used to do was just tell my aunt, yeah, I saw him today. He was good. You know what I'm saying? He ain't look good. He ain't smell good, but he's alive, you know. And as long as he's alive, there's a chance that he might come in one day. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What could I do? You know what I'm saying? What could I do? You know what I'm saying? How did I stop drinking? I did plenty of shows on drinking. I'm not going to sit here in this show and talk about drinking. It is plenty of shows on here. Plenty of shows right on this channel. Me talking about how I stopped. You know, it's not rocket science. Matter of fact, it's like 3 shows ago. If you go look in the archive, you could look. How to get clean and sober. It's like maybe, 3 shows ago. You know, but I tell y'all all the time, like, the biggest battles are won and lost in here, you know, in your mind. When you lose up here, you lose out here. You know, in here, I don't be liking to get deep on y'all sometimes, but I will for a minute. In here, I must have took the poison for what? Because somebody else said that stupid shit to me. But before I go off on you, explain to me why I must have took the poison. Because some of y'all are so slow. So slow. That's why I say we in trouble, man. Somebody else said that. I must have took the poison because of what? I want to hear this before I block you. But if you give me a good enough answer, I'll let you stay. But for what? Because I like when y'all say stuff and people think I be flipping, but I really be showing y'all what we up against. You're taking too long because you had enough heart to type that. So if you had enough heart to type that, then you should have enough heart to explain why you're saying that, because somebody else said that to me in my DM. Now I didn't, right? I didn't, right? But if I did, why is that any of your business? I didn't, for sure. But if I did, why is that any of your business? Dealing with my best friend wanting to kill himself. I appreciate you talking about this. I mean, it's tough. You know, we're up against a lot. You know, day to day, we're up against a lot. We fight, you know, every day. This is a fitted. We fight every day. Yeah, you know what? That you said that and you didn't come back and say anything, you just gonna get blocked now. So you don't have to worry about typing. I do want to say this though. When I'm telling y'all to take a vacation, get away and travel, you know, it's funny because we deal with so much misinformation and y'all sometimes listen to so many people on this YouTube that don't go nowhere, that don't travel, that don't read, that sit there and look for things to sensationalize and come before you and act like they a know-it-all, be-all, and they keep using these buzzwords. And if you really, really, really question them, I mean, really question them. All right, look. That's what I want you to do. Next person you watch, just go in their chat room and ask them the last book they read. No, I'm dead serious. Like, yo, what are you reading? What are you currently reading? Ask them that. What are you currently reading? How are you acquiring this knowledge that you're trying to push on us? How are you trying to tell us how to live our life and have a certain lifestyle if you don't live by that? How will you keep trying to tell the people about the danger we in, right? The danger that we're facing if you're not doing anything within your own community to help the people that's facing it besides just running your fucking mouth? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you can't answer for why the person asked that. Now, I figured that though, but you can't answer that because, again, he didn't ask the question. He didn't ask the question. He said, you must have did this. So you say the person asked that question. They didn't ask the question. They told me what I did. They said, you must have did this. That's not asking the question. That's telling me what I must have did, which is dumb. And what you must have took. That's stupid. Straight up. That's dumb because, again, this is how misinformation spreads. And this is how people who don't travel, who don't read, who are not well read, who do not have study groups and peers that they talk to, this is what they talk about. And this is what they say. And this is how they just straight up and down spread information against each other. With each other, and just sound and look like fools. And this is why we're behind so far, because everybody else in the whole wide world is reading, studying, and learning stuff. And we worried about who could beat Jay-Z in the verses. It's just the truth. There's engineers everywhere. There's people into technology. There's people into all types of things. And we're worrying about who Jay-Z could beat in the verses, who could beat Jay-Z in the verses. And just dealing with this misinformation that we just keep putting back out. It's almost like that's what regurgitation is. It's almost like somebody threw up and you drank the throw up and threw it back up again. And then somebody come and ate that again. This is where we in. Well, I can't discredit you if you listen to audiobooks rather than read books, because that's something that you can do. But reading gives you comprehension. It improves your vocabulary. And it makes you look, because if I see a word and I never saw it before and I don't know what it means and it's using in a certain context, I be wanting to learn that word so I can freak that word. Like, hold on, what he said? I think he said pontificate. What pontificate mean? It sounds fly. Pontificate? Oh, nah, I'm going to use pontificate the next chance I get. So I look the word up. I know how I could put that in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what reading does. And plus, it just makes you sharp. You know what I'm saying? Reading makes you sharp. But audiobooks is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? It's cool. But audiobooks is cool. But like I said, you have to read. You can't be having somebody read. This ain't you sit in front of the class and the teacher read the book for you. That's what audiobooks is to me. What about what you read? What's your understanding from the book? What did you gather from the book? Because I know you reading it is what you're going to gather and tell me what you orating to me. Nah, I want to gather when I get, because when you read, you use your imagination too. So if the book say, yeah, and then, I had to run 3 blocks and I was sweating, you're going to picture that. But when somebody's saying that aloud, sometimes you don't really get it the same way, because when you read silently. So you're using a lot of your imagination. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between reading yourself and having somebody reading it to you. This ain't the library. This is not the teacher in front of the classroom. You must pick up books and read them yourself. You must do that. Audiobooks is fine. But come on, we got that lazy where we don't read books. Even if you get it on the Kindle or right on your phone, the app, read. Nah, I didn't go nowhere. I stayed on my resorts. I'm not really into traveling sometimes when I go to different countries, because I don't know the crime rate. I don't know the people. I don't really know too much. So I just straight up and down just go where I pay for and just make the best of that. But so what I was saying was, prior to this, we have so much misinformation about what's really going on, that we select people who we think are intelligent or come off as intelligent, and everybody don't go to Cancun. How Nip started the trend to go to Cancun, and I went there in 2017. See, again, come on, man. And your name is Dropping Gems TV. That wasn't no gem you dropped. I went there in 2017. That's not what Nipsey started. I knew Nipsey since 2008, but I went there in 2017. I would never go or do something. Now, if you said Tulum, that's something different. Nipsey said dock that Tulum just to smoke. He didn't say go to dock that Cancun just to smoke. Tulum and Cancun is not the same place. But again, the first place people used to travel in Mexico was Acapulco. But if you want to believe that Nipsey got people going to Cancun, that's fine. But what I was saying was, with misinformation travels so fast, and then they say, "Oh, you must have took the poison." Now, I'm an individual who comes before the people and speak how I speak every day, and you think to go to Mexico I took poison? This is what people think, because somebody else put that same emoji in my DMs, and I was like, why you doing that? And they was like, because you got on a plane. I'm like, so you think to Yo, it's sad, man. It's really, really sad. And it's so much information that's not true that is getting to you faster than the truth, but you don't want the truth because you want popularity. You want people. Yo, Husky Andy, you've been here a few times. You come in the chat room often. Right? And I just want to ask you a question. Why do you constantly come here talking about free people that's in prison that might be guilty of the crimes that they accused of? I'm not saying they are, but why free? Why free? I'm confused, because you do that a lot. And what you're doing, what I don't like what people do, is when I'm talking about something, you don't stir the conversation of the chat room about somebody else. Freedom for what? So if somebody is accused of killing somebody, what the fuck are you yelling freedom for? I'm confused by that. I'm confused. Freedom for what? But this is where we at. And why do people say free people that you don't even personally know? Just to say freedom because you think that's cool? You think that's what I'm about? Free the real rights and all that? Come on, man. I gotta grow up. Not here, man. Don't do that here. Go over there and do that where that's allowed. That ain't allowed here. I got people who's in prison who copped out to the crime because they was guilty. We want them free, but you were guilty and you did it. Y'all gotta grow up, man. Y'all gotta grow up. Y'all have to mature. It's levels. That's what I'm saying. You gotta take a vacation. You gotta get away. You gotta travel. When you know how insane you have to be? Do you know how mentally ill you have to be to say free somebody from prison that you don't even know? And not even that you don't know them. You don't even know enough about them. All you know is that they rap. It ain't like you say, yo, free Matulu, Shakur. Because blah, 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 blah. Yo, Asada needs asylum because of blah, 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 blah. It's like, what are you talking about? Freedom for what? I didn't know that we was yelling free people who was, accused of killing people. Like, let that play out. And then if we see that he's not guilty and he's been railroaded, then free him. But just free him. It's just, again, just where we at is, this is what we have to deal with. This is what I'm a little tired of dealing with. That's why I just block people. Because I'm like, I'm not dealing with that because I'm not debating with people. I'm not arguing with people who just remedial. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with not knowing. But when you don't know, you sit back, you relax, you ask questions, you try to get clarity. When you just straight up and down just say stuff, it's like, what did you say that for? Because it sounds smart to say, like, but I ain't talking about that. But anyway, back to traveling. So when you travel, when you're somewhere, first of all, when it's hot, you see the beach, you see pool, you see the laughter of children, you see everybody smiling, you see food, you see different things. If you're still thinking about the block, if you still thinking about anything negative, if you still thinking about anything pertaining to or outside of this moment, you deserve everything that you're going through. Because in this moment, don't nothing else matter. You know what I'm saying? Can you give me a massage, Natasha? You don't know me and I don't know you. I don't even know where you at. You don't even know where I'm at. And how could you give me a massage, Natasha? Let's just be honest. Natasha, you be saying a lot of wild shit. And people would think that I know you. The way you be talking. I don't know you from nowhere. And you can't give me a massage. A massage ain't sexual? Okay. So, you think that I'm going to let a random stranger rub on me and what are we doing? How is it not, though? What are we doing? Yo, you know what's funny? It's a lot of people who come here, right? And when I don't talk to them a certain way or I say something to them, they never come back. I don't know how to feel good. How could you give me a massage? I won't even let you hug me. I don't even hug. I ain't gonna get rid of her because she's irregular, but I don't know you. He'd be like, yo, let me give you a massage. And I go somewhere and be like, all right, get this massage. You stab me. And then I gotta get up with a knife in me and beat the living hell out of you. What are you doing? It's, it's a little off-putting. Because if I was a man and I say, could I give you a massage? How would that not be sexual? You understand what I'm saying? If I just say, yo, let me give you a massage. When you look at me like, yo, hold on. Yo, whatever your name is, Shati, yo, get up out of here. You thirsty. Matter of fact, you getting blocked. You never even commented before. You talking about Natasha, hit me up. Get up out of here. Go play. Put you out your misery. Put you in the backyard. Nah, but a real, but on the real though. If I said, look, if I said, let me give you a massage, when you look at me like I'm a perv, let's just be real. You would look at me like, yo, you a perv, because if I give you a massage, what I'm gonna do? Hit your shoulders, your back, and all that. I'm rubbing everything. You're gonna look at me like I'm a perv. So you all right, so let me get this straight. This is fun. So you care about me. So you want to give me a massage. So caring about me is giving me a massage. That's showing how much you care. That who said I like that? Who said I want that though? Just really think about that. Like, you didn't ask me what I like or what I want. You said, just let me give you a massage. I'm the biggest perv in the room. See, I know. See, I know what you're trying to do. You trying to say, let me give you a massage. You think I'm one of them. You think you're going to get flued out or something like that, or we're going to do a little sneaky link. And then you're going to try to give me neck. I know what you up to, Natasha. It ain't going to work. I'm not thirsty. Thanks for the offer, though. And I know, thanks for the offer, but nah, I'm good. You gonna try to snatch my soul. I know. Because you said you're the biggest perv in the room. Right? You said you're the biggest perv in the room. So what does perversion consist of? You know, sometimes I've been wondering, do y'all think y'all talking to a dummy? I'm not dumb.
Do you think I'm stupid? You are trying to rub on me. You want to give me a massage. And then you're trying to get your back blued out.
Not blown out.
Blued out.
Anyway, it ain't gonna happen. But thanks for the offer, though. Thanks for the offer, but I don't know you. I was thinking about it, but now I'm like, no, thank you. Are you dominating my conversation? Am I talking to you too much and too much? Yeah, I think I'm talking to you too much. All right, Natasha, enjoy the rest of your night. You're trying to get flued out and blued out. I'm telling you. You're trying to get flued out and blued out. The Stoner Queen. This is what happens, right? I'm just gonna say this to you. No disrespect intended. But Blizz has his own channel. And when Blizz is on his channel, I hope y'all there supporting him when he does his lives, because he did a few this week while I was away. And you know, so when you see me on here and I'm by myself, he's well. I just spoke to him, but he's not always gonna be on here with me. You know, this is called Doggie Diamonds TV for a reason. I've been doing lives by myself since 2015. So sometimes he might be busy. I got in late and just went live. So when people be like, yo, where he at? Like, he's just on his channel. He'll be on his channel tomorrow night doing the book club on Christmas. Pull up. You know? But Natasha, you do be saying a lot of wild stuff, though. You've been doing it for a while. I just be ignoring you. It ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the end of the world, but you know, you be saying a lot of stuff. I be concerned about your mental health sometimes. I be thinking you a little off. You know. So Alex Harper, thank you for the donation. He says, salute. I wanted to go to college for audio engineering and be a producer, but knowing how demonic the music industry is, I had been second thoughts. Is it worth still trying to pursue? Well, I cannot give you that answer on what you should do with your life. Going to school to be an audio engineer and a producer has nothing to do with the music industry. You can learn these things, you can learn that trade, and you don't have to be in the music industry. You have different things. See, when we think the music industry, we automatically think these record deals, we think about all that. No, it's way more to the music industry than that. You have different licensing you could do beats, you could do music that goes into commercials, you could do music that goes into movies, different things. So if it's something that you wanted to do and you feel passionate about it, don't get scared into the music industry and it's demonic and you go in the room and there's somebody in there with devil horns and stuff like that. Some of those things exist, yeah, but that don't mean that you're going to face that. You know, sometimes, unfortunately, you might not even be successful enough. They might not have no interest in you, you know? So everybody thinks, oh, I'm rap. They're after me. Like, calm down. It ain't that serious. Nobody's after you. Nobody cares about you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. But, you know, do what you got to do. You know, just you don't have to deal with what you don't want. You know, it has nothing to do with the music industry. The industry is one thing. The industry is the parties, the gatherings and stuff like that. Then you got the music business, you know? Just don't go to nobody's hotel room late at night. Don't go to certain parties, you know, honestly. You know, me, I'd be like, yo, pop out. No. I don't know what y'all do in the dark. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So me, I just stay away from what I stay away from. If you love my art and you love my talent, that's not 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? That's not 2 a.m. You love my art, you love my talent, you love what I do, there's business hours. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody say, yo, man, I love your music, come to the hotel room and play some music. And you be like, yo, what time you talking about? Yo, nah, we gonna be here till like 4 a.m. 4 a.m. doing what? Nah, it's deep in the rap. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we do what Big Red said, my office hours is from, yeah, just do it like that. You know what I'm saying? They like, listen, if somebody like your skill and your talent, somebody gonna rock with you. Just you can't rock with everybody. See, we keep going into this thing. And I tell people sometimes too, and I wanted to do a whole show on this, you know, even with independence, sometimes it's okay to go inside of the machine, right? But now let me qualify this for you. It's okay to take certain record deals. It's okay to do certain things because what comes with it. But as long as you retain ownership of yourself, your mind, your body, and your spirit and your art, how did it hurt you? You know, you're going to go in there. They're going to put you in a system. You're going to get verified on all social media, which is tough to do. They're going to put you in a system and you just work the system now. And again, now when they start saying stuff and telling you to pull up here and come here and do all that, you be like, nah, I'm not into that. When they be like, yo, sniff this coke with me. When they start saying drink this, or that's different. That's different. You don't have to partake in all that. But sometimes, how you going to do it? So, you know, somebody says stay independent, and I get that. But how could you stay independent if you don't have the resources and finances to really, really push your career to the next level? So sometimes you go into the system, but it might be short terms. Look, you might have been trying to get a deal for 10 years. 10 years you've been at it in the house making beats, bopping your head, some of it whack, some of it dope, whatever. And you ain't get what you needed out of the business in 10 years. Somebody could say, yo, 2 years. They might sign you for 2 years, change your whole life in 2 years. And then you're free. So, you know, again, a lot of times people keep again, with this misinformation, it's like when I took my deal with CBS Viacom, right? First thing I went, shout out to everybody, happy holidays, everybody. First thing I did when I went in the building was like, okay, y'all signed me here because I'm a what? Because I'm a podcaster. What does a podcaster do? A podcaster talks for a living. So if y'all sign me here, y'all know my mouth. Y'all know what comes out of my mouth. What can't I say? Right? So when I went in there, I automatically wanted to know what was off limits. They said, stay away from this, stay away from this, stay away from that. Okay, cool. Now I know how to work within the system without getting kicked out the system and also not compromising and conforming. You know, I just got to find a way to beat the system and trick the system. So that's what I did until I was like, okay, I did what I needed from this. I got what I needed from this. Now I'm out to another venture, you know, but a lot of times people be deterring you. Yo, don't do this. They want you to come to the party. Nobody want to smash you. It ain't like that. Like you sign a record deal. Now they want to smash you. You know, it ain't even nothing like that. Straight up. First of all, if you ain't gonna make them no money, they don't even really care about you. Straight up. So people think, yo, I signed a record deal. They're after me. Like, my nigga, you rapping about the feds and you got like a zip of weed. Like, cut it out. You ain't no big time hustler. Relax. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. Straight up. Like, calm down a little bit. It ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like that. But again, sometimes, you know, it's almost like a job. You go into the job, you learn everything on the job, and then when you leave the job, you can start your own business because you learned everything firsthand. But if you didn't go learn from some people, how would you know how to start your business? You know what I'm saying? But people be trying to deter you from getting service. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you learn. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you what great vacation spots is showing great hospitality. I really can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to go out there and look. You know, me, when I the next vacation I go on, I'm going to get a globe and spin it, let it spin, put my finger wherever it land at. That's where I'm going. That's what I want to do. But, you know, yeah, I just, you know, not to keep y'all on here all night because I know we getting into this holiday cheer and all that, even though I'm not really that festive with it. But, you know, to those who are, salute. There's not, I don't like you or dislike you for what you do. That's your business. But you want to clear your mind. You want to, you know, go to different places mentally. You got to go to different spaces, physically sometimes, you know, and yeah, go, man, go. I tell everybody, you know, got to go to different vacation places. And when you get hospitality and you go places and people holding the door open for you, or people are feeding you and doing, you're like, damn, it's really nice people in the world. Like I mean, I know it's their job, but damn, even in New York, it'd be their job to do stuff, and they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be their job in New York to hold the door open for you, and they be like, I ain't holding up nothing. So when you go somewhere and people are actually doing their job, and you know you go to your room and they done brought your bags to your room and all, like damn, like, you know, salute. Yeah, you be like, damn, like people really care in this world, you know. But when you in the four corners of your block, when you go to work and you come home, you know, you be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? You be like, wow, like everybody angry out here, you know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of times people Again, you listening to stuff, or you go there, you got to take the poison. You go there, they're gonna do that. How do you know? Because a lot of people y'all listen to have not left their home. They do not leave from in front of their computer or their phone. They don't know. They have not traveled. They haven't been anywhere. They haven't been anywhere. Some of the people who give you this information haven't even been to a different borough or city in their own town, in their own state. But they telling you where not to go or why you should stay away from this. Listen, nobody's an expert. You're going to have to live life sometimes too. You're going to have to fuck up to get it right sometimes too. You know that, right? Sometimes the biggest teacher is experience. Now, some of us going to try to deter you from bumping and crashing. But how many people told you they crashed? A lot of people like to tell you like they got it right all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they didn't know. Some people have got it twisted. And tell from that experience. But don't be telling about his experience from his experience, what he said, because I heard or they were saying. And you know, when they say they said, you know what I like to say.
Who the fuck is they? Can somebody tell me who they is? Because people always saying, well, they was saying, they said, or they was saying. And I always be like, who the fuck is they? Who's they? Who is they? Can we identify who they is? Because we always, well, they said, or they was saying, but they had told me. Did you hear what they said? Who's they?
So I said, y'all got to use discernment. Fuck they. I don't listen to they. Listen to me. I got to live this life. This life that I live has been full of downs, ups, middles, all types of things. And the biggest thing that I ever learned was from my experience, good, bad, and indifferent. And one thing you're not going to do with me, you ain't going to fearmonger me nothing. Straight up. People be getting fearmongered to where you in the house a hermit, you going outside dressed like a damn astronaut. You know what I'm saying? You just doing stuff that you have no business doing, listening to people who don't do nothing. Don't make no sense. How are you listening to people who don't even experience what they're telling you what to do or what not to do? They never even experienced it. Don't go to LA, it's a war zone out there. Well, guess what? Guess who going to LA? Guess who gonna go to LA? Cause I'm gonna call the people that's there. Yo, what's going on out there? It's chill out here. So we listening to people in another state telling you what's going on in LA. But when you tap in with the people in LA, they're like, yo, regular street stuff. Like it happens. Just like they want us to believe that yesterday, 80 people got killed in Chicago. They really be wanting us to believe that. Yo, 80 people got killed over the weekend. So you mean to tell me there's a place in the United States, where 80 people could get killed in one day and the National Guard ain't there? That's because if 80 people got killed in New York in the night, I already know what's going to happen. So there's a place in the U.S. that 80 people got killed in one day. In one day. And the National Guard ain't there. And we read it and regurgitate it. Yo, they wilding out there. Yo, 80 people? Damn. Telling you. Look up the word propaganda. Look up the word propaganda. And that's what media has been doing for a long time. Not saying places are not dangerous, but what they do, what they do is they tell you something because you know what I say.
A lot of y'all are pussy. They're scared of everything. And they know it. That's how they rule. That's how they've been ruling us for so long. Through fear.
Straight up. Fear. They've been running us with fear and lies and deceit. And then they put certain of us in positions that run with the fear, the lies, and the deceit. And you look at them and their popularity and you listen to them. I can't tell you what's going on in LA. You know why? Because I'm not in LA. What I do is I call the homies, yo, what's going on out there in the town? It's chill. We partying or whatever. Or, yo, it's going out through there. And you like, damn, okay, it's real. Stay away from there. Like when I went out there, people was like, yo, don't go over such and such. Don't wear that out here. Don't do certain things. And it was like, hold on. Okay, well, I can't wear this because if you wear this, it's that and the third. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. You put me on. Why? Because you're from there. So what I look like being from Brooklyn, telling you what's going on in LA, and I didn't tap in with nobody from LA, and I also ain't there. But I'm just passing on what the paper said. And I done disproved plenty of times that they update articles. Did you know that? They update articles. It's articles that they might have had in 2015, and they re-put the article out, and it'll say updated, and they changed the passage, but it's the same article. They did that a few years ago when they were saying there was an AIDS epidemic in Atlanta. And they used the same exact article. That's on my channel. They used the same article. People was like, yo, it's an epidemic of AIDS. Everybody got AIDS in Atlanta. And I'm like, so everybody in Atlanta got AIDS now. And I remember some dumb broad wanted to argue with me. But this is what's happening. Because we don't remember, it also was a story. Remember Steele from Juice? Remember every year or two, it comes out that he got caught with pounds of weed. And it's old. It's an old story. Even the stuff people share on Facebook, look at the story. Look at the date. Look at the date. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. You just got to just look at the date, look at what's going on, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop getting caught up in what somebody said because they sitting before you acting like they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And, yo, I don't know what's going on. How I'm going to tell you everybody in Atlanta got AIDS? Or like when they say, yo, don't go to Atlanta. Yo, it's everybody out there gay. And you was like, well, when I went there, where was all of this at? Because I ain't see it. To be honest with you. And I should know what I know when I see, whoa. Fun boy, fun girl. But there's places that they try to keep to themselves. So they tell you, just like when they told you, don't go to Africa. Remember? Don't go to Africa. They got AIDS out there. They got Ebola out there. They got all types of stuff out there. Don't go there. Stay away from Africa. That's what they told you. So we was out there, African booty scratchers. We thinking that they out there with bones in their nose and living in huts and chasing down wild boars and all that. That's what they told us. And we was just like, yo, nah, I ain't going to Africa. They be wilding out there. They got pet hyenas and all that. And then you don't even realize Africa is a continent. It's not a country. You know how many countries is in Africa that they don't practice what they practice and they live a certain way and their technology is better than ours and some of their places is more beautiful than anywhere in the United States? You understand what I'm saying? So what they do is they tell you this stuff and you be like, I ain't going to no Africa. You be like, yo, where you going? They start yo, I'm going to Aruba, I'm going to Barbados and all that. And then you start saying to yourself, hold on. Well, how the hell did people get in Aruba and Barbados and all that? Oh, they was one of the first stops on the boat. Well, you know, Christopher Columbus never touched the shores of America. He never did. But we think Christopher Columbus discovered America. He never touched the shores of America. He touched the West Indies. That's why they call it West Indies. He thought he was in India. But that was one of the boat stops. So that's how we're spread all around. But read that for yourself. One thing I don't like to do, I know a lot, but I don't like to sit here and teach certain things because, you know, people will regurgitate what I said and won't read it. But again, you know, and I was going to say something else, but whatever. But yeah, Christopher Columbus was a fool. He was a damn fool. And he came there, he seen people, and he thought he was in India. He's a damn fool. But they trying to keep you out of one of your places of origin, some of you, some of us. And again, you listen because you think you're going to go there and there's a wild monkey running around biting people, giving them AIDS, because you know everything starts there. You know that new strain of this such and such come from where? It's in Africa. Right? This new strain of such and such comes from where? Comes from Africa. And they can say that. But if you say Kung Flu or you say anything like that, that's xenophobia and that's derogatory. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. So forget me. Forget what anybody tell you. When you hear stuff, if it don't sound right, it just don't sound right. Sometimes you gotta be like, nah, that's bullshit. You know, nope. Nope. You ain't gonna tell me that. No, I know better than that. You can't tell me that. It don't make no sense. You know, when somebody tell you stuff, it have to make sense. You know what I'm saying? It has to make sense. And you can't just listen to stuff and go off of that. No, I've never been to Dane Calloway's channel, and I listen to some of the stuff he say. And some of the things he say might be intelligent to some, and some of the things he say might be complete bullshit to others. For me, I'm not listening to it no way or another because I don't agree with some of the stuff, but I don't have to argue with him about it. If that's what he believes and he got people who follow him and believe him, fine. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. You know? I just use common sense with a lot of stuff, you know, and when I look at this YouTube platform and people getting followers and believers, that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me sitting here trying to tear somebody down because of what they believe. Because, you know, some people believe that slavery never existed. You know, you know how you have people who's really saying that. It never happened. You know? And when you say that, and they have ledgers and they have dungeons and they have different things that prove otherwise, and then you have actual people who were slaves that gave testimonies. How could you say otherwise? That go for anybody. Now, saying that that's how we all came here, I could rock with that. I could rock with somebody saying, you know, because we touched this earth. As a people, we touched this earth. But to say certain things never happened, And then you got kooky ass people who really, really believe that. It's like, nah, no, hell no. But I don't be one to argue with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't argue with people. It's like, yo, because I have people who come on here and just want to argue. And I'm like, yo, I don't know you to argue with you. We're not going to agree. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. It's fine. It's fine disagreeing. But the minute you get disrespectful, that's when we're not disagreeing anymore. We're being disrespectful. And disrespect gets disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect get disrespect. So again, if you believe that slavery never happened and we was already here, who the hell am I to tell you any different? Because listen, I'm not trying to convince a fool that they're not a fool. That's one of the things that make them a fool, because they don't think they're a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? But it's people who have made a living. It's people who have grew a platform following, giving you different perspectives or for speculation and spooky, that we love that. I'm telling you, I done gave you this analogy a few times. Look at a horror movie. If we hear anything abnormal out of the normal and the black person's in the movie, we out. Yo, we out. All we got to hear is, yeah, I'm out of here. We out. We out. Because we don't play no spooky. We don't play no scary stuff. We out. We just believe in it. Them other folks, what was that? Who was that making that noise? I must go adventure. I must go discover where the noise of the demon came from. I got to go see for myself. Who was that in there? So when people come on this platform and they say anything spooky and they say anything scary, we just believe it because we really believe in that. But the other people don't believe that shit. And they just straight up and down running the world. They just straight up and down get into the bag for real, not this bum ass money. People be like, damn, $2,000, that was $2,000 a lot of money to you. What I told y'all, if you could count your money, you broke. If you can count your money, you're broke. But you got people putting all types of things in play, all types of things going on that don't got time to worry about whether Jay-Z and LL will be a good verb, or Busta will take him down, or this person will take us down, or this. People putting together real shit. Like my cousin Tad always say, I don't got a nickel in that quarter. And what that mean is, I don't got no money involved in that. So why do I already care about that? You know what I'm saying? Why do I care about that? So when it be stuff that I don't got to care about and it's not for like a topic or whatever, I be like, man, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care. And that don't, look, and not caring don't mean be grumpy, right? That don't mean be angry. That don't mean to be in here, burning incense and burning incense and rubbing shea butter on yourself and, saying hotep to each other and grand rising, because that's not what that's about either. See, we keep thinking that we have to conform to certain doctrines, but it's things that I don't know about. So I can't say hotep because I don't know if my tribe comes from Kemet. I could greet you like that, but why are we all Kemetic? You know what I'm saying? Like how everybody from there now. So there was no other places on a continent that we could be from. So I be laughing at people like, so everybody comedic now. So we done went from, man, anyway. I just do me. I be telling people, man, I ain't with none of that. If they are what consciousness is, I ain't that. I ain't that. Because I'm still going to do things that could be a little unconscious. I'm still, trying to get neck. Still like titties. You know me? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't going to be no situation where I'm, hotepping you to death and grand rising my sister queen ruler. Man, listen. Stop. Because you ain't going to queen your way into no box. Just stop. Like even with the king thing, yo, listen. Stop. I'd rather you just tell me, yo, look, I want you to beat. I'm okay with, yo, listen, it's cool. We can figure it out. If it's possible, if not possible. But stop. Because I don't get nothing from it. I just know you full of shit. That's like when dudes want a favor from you, would they be your peace, king? Yeah, I'm a big fan. All right, so be a fan. Because I don't even like fans. I like supporters. Fans, listen, a fan is short for fanatic, which is somebody who's out of their mind, for one. And even if we want to go somewhere else with it and we want to talk about fan, right? A fan, if it's cold, what type of air is the fan going to blow? If it's hot, what type of air is the fan going to blow? So a fan, the literal fan, just goes whatever the temperature is. Straight up. You just go whatever the temperature is. If the temperature calls for everybody to ride for me and I'm hot, then you going to be with that. You know what I'm saying? If the temperature calls and I'm cold and I'm not doing good, you going to ride with that. You're going to be cold. But a supporter going to ride with you regardless whether you hot or cold. Fans blow cold air or hot air depending on what the temperature is. So I'm a big fan. I don't care how big of a fan you are. If it's hot, it's going to be hot. And a fanatic is somebody who's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So support. Because people hit me and say, yo, I'm a big fan. But I need you to do this for me because I'm a fan of you. I'm a big fan of you. I'm a fan. But do this for me because I'm your fan. Post my music because I'm your fan. Give me a shout out because I'm your fan. Yo, I want to do an interview with you because I'm one of your biggest fans. Make that make sense. So if you're one of my biggest fans, because I got good content, you like what I do, shouldn't you be promoting me? You're my fan, but I got to promote you? Does that make any sense? Don't make no sense. So when people are like, yo, first of all, I'm a big fan. Here we go. I'll just be like, here we go. Here we go with the BS. Oh, yo, we need to chop it up. I got stuff I want to say. Well, say it on your platform. But we don't need to do nothing. But that's what people do now. Don't say good morning because morning is when you're sad. So we're gonna deal with semantics for everything. Cause morning ain't spelt like that other way. And then we regurgitate and then we start saying it. You'd be like, oh God. So, look what time of the year it is, right? It's Christmas time. You got some people who gonna deal with it. You got some people who not. Yo, it's your business. I don't even care. When I was young and I ain't know no better and I was just coming into knowledge, you so radical. You want to change the world, what you just learned. And then you start realizing, hold on, that's not the way it works. So you can always tell when somebody just come into knowledge. So they just start straight up and down, just trying to everything. Now again, if you celebrate Christmas and you know the true meaning of it and you still celebrate it, that's on you. I'm not trying to convince you not to do something. I don't care. It's just when certain things happen or don't happen, then don't look around the room. And people say, you celebrating that pagan holiday. Okay. Now I don't, right? Now, if I straight up and down celebrate the pagan holiday, you think I still won't punch you in your mouth? Just be honest. If you come to my crib and I had a big fat ass white Santa Claus on my lawn, that don't mean I still won't whip your ass though. Think about it. What does it mean? A2E evolved. I am the black ocean leaping wide, welling and swelling. I hear the tide, leaving behind the nights of terror. I fear the rise and the daybreak. So wondrously clear we rise. Great story. Great story. Great story. I don't always say this. I don't always say this. But it's the truth, right? I'm not for or against it. It's a case-by-case situation. Case by case. You can't generalize this. It's a case-by-case situation.
But some of y'all need medication. No, seriously. I can't say that you could just medicate everybody. But some of y'all need medication. Or you need the right herbs and spices to get you out of this manic-ass mind state that you possess. Some of y'all need medication. I'm not saying you're going to be on it forever, or you have to be on it forever. But for a short period of time, you have to get stabilized. Serious. Now, I'm not into medicating people. I'm not into telling you to take all types of... But some of y'all need medication. Seriously. It's only so much sea moss you could drink before your ass needs some pills. Straight up. There's only but so much vitamin D. There's only but so much echinacea and golden seal and colloidal silver and 5-HTP, some of y'all need medication.
And I'm dead ass. Because I wonder how you function on a daily and day-to-day people without them like, cause see me, I be like, what the fuck you talking about? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I guess we're supposed to have people say crazy stuff to us and we be like, okay. But me, I be like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? What are you talking about? Seriously. And I get it. I get it. But sometimes, you know, urban culture, that was beautiful. Stop it. Always making fun of people. You don't watch me often. And that's like the first time I ever seen you comment. I don't make fun of people. I don't think that is funny. I don't think that is fun. That's the problem. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. I think it's so the dude on the train. So the dude on the train sitting there talking to himself, drinking his piss. What do you do for them? See, because y'all go off for 1-2 posts. But again, I'm watching the chat room. I'm watching what people post. I watch hundreds of posts from people, and I know that some people need medication. I didn't even say who. So if you feel like I'm talking about you, they say, listen, they say a hit dog yelps. They say a hit dog yelps. So if you feel like I'm talking about you and I didn't say your name, what do you want me to do? So if I sit there and say, yo, y'all bitches is ugly, and you turn around and say, I'm not ugly. So who said I was talking to you? I said, y'all bitches. Are you a bitch? So I ain't talking to you. That's just a fact. Always making fun of people. Cry me a river. What you here for if I'm always making fun of people? What you here for? Always making fun of people. You look like you said that and your lip was like, get out of here. Always making fun of people. That was from our great sister Maya Angelou. I never been into Maya Angelou. Sue me. I never bought into it. I don't care what she wrote. I don't care about none of the poems. I never listened to it. Sue me. So just because you into it, I'm supposed to know who that is? Making fun of our great sister. I don't care if it was an excerpt from Frederick Douglass. I don't care. That's the difference between me and you. I don't care. Who said Maya Angelou is great? Who said she was great? You think she was great? What if I don't think she was great? I don't care. I never listened to nothing she ever wrote. I just never cared. It was beautiful, Queen. Peace. I'm off here. What? Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that. Peace, quick. See, beautiful Queen. It was beautiful, Queen. I never seen what the big deal was. So just get mad at me. Be mad. I didn't care. Okay? I was more into reading the ISIS papers by that great queen. That you don't even know who wrote the ISIS papers. Y'all ain't gonna say that. And listen, anybody who sit down with Oprah and Oprah was co-signing, come on, man. But I don't have to disrespect nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to disrespect nobody, but you also not going to push your points on me. So if you think it's a great poem and I don't think it's a great poem, well, you mad at me for? Always making fun of somebody. What you watching me for? And it's funny how when it comes to our people, we gotta they try to give us our heroes and sheroes. You know what I'm saying? They try to give us our heroes and sheroes, and when you don't take them as your hero and shero, you're bad. But who gave these people to us? Did we take them? Or was they given to us? They always telling us who we could like and who we shouldn't like. As our people. And then we don't like the people that they gave us. Fuck out of here. I always was like, word. Just never bought into it. It was cool. I never dissed it. But I just never bought into it. You know what I'm saying? I just never bought into it. I mean, and I didn't even get into her past or why I don't ride with her. I just didn't like the poetry. I could have really got into, you know what I'm saying? I could have went there, but you know, I was sparing her. I was just saying I just didn't like the poetry. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, like, she wasn't profound to me. I woke up early on my born day in 20 years and blessing. That's profound to me. Realizing the realism of life and actuality. That's profound. That other shit ain't profound to me. Like, word. Because you got to straight up and down talk it and live it. When you on this upper echelon, you sit with Oprah and you get presidential awards and all this. I'm like, what you get all that shit for? You know what I'm saying? I didn't diss her. Dissing her is going into her past of why I could diss her. I just said I didn't like it. That's another thing. You're not allowed to say what you like and don't dislike. People are like, why you hating? Hating? Do you know what hate is? Dislike is not hate. It's not synonymous. It's not the same. I don't like eggs. I don't like chicken legs. I don't eat chicken legs. So if I come to your house for a cookout and ask, yo, what you got on the grill? Yo, I got chicken legs. Like, nah, I don't like chicken legs. Yo, why you hating on chicken legs? See, so now we can't even say what we don't like, because what we don't like turns into that we hate it. I don't hate it. I just don't like it. So now we can't even talk about what we dislike because we're fear of being called a hater. So now we give disclaimers. I ain't hating or nothing, but I don't really like chicken legs. Bro, what are you talking about? You're not hating because you don't like chicken legs. You don't like chicken legs. Cool. Why you gotta give this, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give a disclaimer because you don't like. This is what we do now. This is what they did to us. So when you say, I ain't hating or nothing, so I don't want you to think I'm a hater, but I don't really eat chicken legs. This is what it did. So now we can't say we don't like something because when you don't like it, you're a hater. This is what happens. That's why I said you got to read. You can't be listening to the audio books, man. You got to read yourself. You got to see them words and not know what that word means because you looking at it, right? You got to look at that word and say, yo, I don't know what this word means. I don't even know what content or context they're using this in. I got to go look this up. Straight up and down. So that's why you got to read. I ain't never read no book or no poems. I ain't never read no book or no poems. Ever. What I'm reading poems for? You want to read poems? You could go read the Bible. Read Psalms. I'm not reading no poems. It does nothing for me. I read that when I was little and Spot and Jane and all them poems. I'm not reading that shit. I just don't. Poetry don't do nothing for me. Just be real with you. Rappers is poets to me. I'm not reading a book of poems. You wrote a poem, I'm supposed to be like, I'm not reading no fucking poems. I don't care. You could be a poet. If that shit don't got no flow, if it ain't like scat poetry or something like that, I'm not reading no poems. That's just me. And what you think is profound, I might not think it's so profound because of my level of education and my level of knowledge. You have entry level. You understand what I'm saying? You got entry level, you got different levels. So you might be on this level, I might be on that level. So you might be like, that was deep. And I'd be like, that was bullshit. It wasn't deep. I don't like poetry. Straight up. I like poetry in the sense of it got to be like rap form. It ain't going to be no step into the realms of chaos, the darkness of it. What?
This nigga need medication.
Oh, it's not profound because you can't relate. I done read and forgot more than some people will ever know. And maybe I can't relate. You know why?
Cause I ain't no fucking weirdo.
But a lot of y'all be thinking y'all poets too. You also got gold tip dreads, which means you got dreads and you went and dyed the tip of your hair and you don't think you weird. You do a lot of weird stuff, but you don't think you're weird because I can't relate. I can't relate to somebody that got locks. Let's not say dread. You got locks in your hair which was supposed to be symbolizing something, and you went and dyed the tips of each part of your hair. So I can't relate to that. Nope, can't relate to that. Don't know nothing about that. Don't know nothing about having your pants under your butt. Don't know nothing about that. I mean, when women do it, it's fine, but dudes, Alex Harper, appreciate the advice before. What books do you recommend a young black man to read or just getting into it? I always tell people, read a book by Akil, Akil, called From Niggas to Gods, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 and Part 2. I can't relate to a lot of stuff. You got dudes who got their lips pierced and tattoos on their face and their eyebrows pierced, and I can't relate. You're right. I can't relate. Can't relate at all. Don't know what that's about. But if you do that, do that. That's what you do. But just don't look at me like, yo, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? You got on girl pants. Think about this. No. Think about this. You asking me what's wrong with me. You got on girl pants. They don't even come past your hips. But you asking me what's wrong with me. That's what I'm talking about. That's where we at with it. I can't relate, but you got on girl pants. You right, I can't relate. Because I have no business in the women's section if no woman ain't there. You win. So, no, you're right, I can't relate. You right. You sip lean. You drink all day. You pop pills. You smoke anything. Right. I can't relate. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm an old head. Yep, old. I'm old. I'm old. When you did that, I'm so old I can remember when you did that, you got called a fun boy, or you wasn't doing that. So, it's an argument they like to make because I'm not of that generation. But it was a generation of hip hoppers that did dress funny, but they were coming from before hip hop was becoming into like hip hop street thing. They was coming from the punk rock scene. So the Melly Mel's and them was coming from punk rock. So that's how the punk rockers used to dress. They just dressed like, Billy Idol and people like that and stuff like, David Bowie. They would dress like that because back then they were coming from punk rock, hanging in the club with the punk rockers. And then when they came into hip hop, it was a lot of sing-songy stuff. Even though, they said some real stuff, but they used to have like actual shows and routines and all that. That shit was still sus, though. Don't think that I was looking at it like, ooh, he had on some banging tassels. Yo, you saw them tassels he had on? Yo, I'm going to get them tassels. Not at all. I still was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Dudes wearing tassels and nigga come out on stage with a pamper. Yeah, Nah, I'm good. Wasn't rocking with that. And the 360, I'm about to go to, but the 360 of hip hop, we do have to pay attention because some of the things that the young kids is doing, the older dudes are doing too. They just had a different drug of choice. You know, a lot of them was dealing with the white. A lot of them was hitting the rock. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really into pills like that, but they did used to do volumes and stuff like that. So, and definitely alcoholics. You know, so again, a lot of times when we disrespect the little dudes, the difference is the little dudes are using a different language in their songs, but they kind of look like some of them older dudes. You know what I'm saying? They look like, because when you look at like what Andre 3000 was wearing, it was like, yo, what the hell you got on? But can rap his ass off. You know what I'm saying? Even Big Gift, you know, CeeLo Green, you know, dudes that had on like wedding dresses and shit. I'm like, yo, they could rap though. You know what I'm saying? They could rap. So I'm not gonna diss some of the young dudes for wearing some of them things when Andre 3000 was wearing some of that stuff too, because he has to explain. And we could say, yo, Parliament was in, but you're not Parliament though. You're not Parliament. And that, again, that was coming from punk rock. That was coming from the funk. You know what I'm saying? But all due respect, they was all due respect. All due respect. George Clinton was admitted custody, right? He was an admitted custody. So it ain't like I'm calling him a custody. Sly Stone admitted custodies. So, you know, when you following custodies, you know, you know. Now they wasn't more creative, they was custodies. And they were following, again, they were coming out of punk rock. You know, where dudes would go, hey, how you doing? Where dudes would go be in the club with a biker jacket on, with no sleeve, like a biker jacket, vest, and a hat, dancing to YMCA and stuff like that. That wasn't creative. They was high. Straight up. They was high. Don't get that creativity. They was custodies. Straight up. And again, that's before our time. But when we look back, I mean, we don't know nothing about no Studio 54, none of that. But you think Studio 54 closed down? No, it just got changed to a different name. You know what I'm saying? And some of the same activity was going on. You know? I don't know about no Zulu beads being more valuable than the gold rope chain. I don't know about all that. That must have been, I wasn't around for that. You know what I'm saying? Even you could look at some old videos, right? What's the dude name? Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel used to be a backup dancer. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Yo, go to YouTube when I get off. Look up Vin Diesel backup dancing. Vin Diesel used to be a backup dancer. Straight up. Word. All that Diesel, deep voice and all that. He was getting his Omarion on at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Vin Diesel was a backup dancer. You know, but yeah, I just came back. Biggie said wild stuff, and I'm not caping for him, but the thing that he said with that and Me and My B song, that was a Richard Pryor line. And I'ma say in my hood, we used to just listen to Richard Pryor all day, but it still was sus. But, you know. Anyway. 5 medallions. Yo, Vin Diesel was a backup dancer. He was a break dancer, but he was back, you know. That's why I never like house music. You know, people like house music. That's why I never like house music and EDM and all that. I just never liked that stuff. You know what I'm saying? First of all, just anything that's just like it's like, what's happening here in my brain? First of all, that music is too repetitious. I need a change. I I can't do it. But when you mollied out and you high, that you just be like, yo. You know what I'm saying? It'd be all right with you. With me, it's not okay. I can't for 30 minutes. No. No, it's not going to happen. Not with me. I have an issue when the reggae artists rhyme over the same beats. Remember when everybody did a Millie? I was like, okay. I don't listen. There probably was Soulful House, right? But listen, it was a particular time where this dude, it's a lot of famous house songs. This dude said, "Follow me," the whole song. I think he said other words. And then it's another song that I heard. I was in the gym. And let's just say that a fun boy was the gym, I don't want to say the receptionist, but he worked behind the desk. And we're working out. And at this particular time, I was probably like 21, 22. I'm benching 335 at that time. Straight up benching 335. This dude played a song. All I know is this dude said flowers. The whole record. Flowers. I gave her flowers. 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 I'm like, yo, all he gonna say is flowers? Yo, he said flowers the whole. Listen, I'm not. You know, I wouldn't bullshit y'all. He said flowers. The whole song. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. The whole song was flowers. Now imagine you trying to get this 335 off. No, 315. I'm not going to gas myself. It was 315. You trying to get this 315 off. You know you need a spot. You understand what I'm saying? You know you need a spot because that first 315, you're going to get that first one off that rack. But when you try to get that second one up, you need that spot. So you're going to get that first one up, that second one come back down because you can't let it drop on your chest. You got to bring it down and bring it back up, right? You need that spot. Now imagine you got this 315 on your chest and you hear flowers. You got this 315 on your chest and you hearing flowers. The flowers? Flowers? Now my max at one point was like 245. I started hitting 315, but I will only get it like 3 times. I ain't gonna front. I want to get 3 on that 315, 2 in no spot. That last one I need that second one, spot me a little bit. That third one spot me. So you got this 315 on you and you hearing flowers. And they used to play flowers and used to play the Blade soundtrack. I'm like, first of all, let's be honest. Blade, y'all know, besides it being the vampire and Wesley Snipes, you know what a Blade is. So you playing the Blade soundtrack, like, yo, homie, listen to me. When I come in here, you can't be playing no Donna Summer and shit like that. You just can't be playing that because we trying to get hype. You know, when you young, one of the things you want to do, you just always want to be big. You know what I'm saying? So you like, yo, I'm benching this, I'm benching. So I'm in here. I got this 315, and you playing the Blade soundtrack and Donna Summer on the radio and stuff. What are we doing? I need MOP. I need MOP. I need Onyx or something like that. Now, you could like the Blade soundtrack. You could like Donna Summer on the radio. Oh, on the radio. You could love all of that. But not with this 315. Now, I don't know if you know, 315, you're going to be shaky. So you got to have the perfect form, because any form wrong, your shoulder is a wrap. Straight up. It's already mad heavy. And I got to hear on the radio. Because you want to be behind the front desk voguing and doing all types of, flagrant dancing. While we up in here with this heavy ass weight. I ain't need no headphones. This is pre-headphones. See, at one point when you went to the gym, you wasn't in there on no headphones. There wasn't no headphones. We didn't even have. This is you might have had. Nah, it wasn't CDs. Yeah, but people wasn't really listening to stuff like that. Well, you was listening to your iPod. But come on, man, on the radio. We trying to get this. We trying to get this money. We got to listen to the Blade soundtrack? No. We don't need none of that. We need MOP. I'm telling you. MOP. Listen, I don't care if you play George Conte Going the Distance. I don't care if you play Straight Up and Down Eye of the Tiger. I don't care. Play some Rocky music, but do not be playing no Blade. Not even no Walkman. This is MP. This is iPod days. Like maybe the I wouldn't say the big nasty one, like the second generation or something like that. But yeah. What are we doing? Now this wasn't even 99. This was like 2000, like 2000, not 98, like 2000. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, what are we doing? Now, if you running on a treadmill or something, maybe you can get you could listen to Blade or whatever the case may be. But come on, man. What are we doing? We straight up and down trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? The first iPod wasn't no 04. Maybe it was then. I don't know. But play MOP. Straight up. Oh, they didn't want to hear DMX. They ain't want to hear DMX because he says in one of his songs he got blood on his jump off. Like, no DMX, no DMX. Well, we got to hear on the radio. Shout out to the gym owner. I hope she never watches me, but I never paid for my year gym membership. Somebody went in the computer and put me in for a year. Straight up. Nah, but you know that gym setting sometimes, like, you can see some wild stuff in the gym and you like, yo, what is about these old white dudes? Like, they have no issue with they'll walk past you butt ass. Straight up old white men will walk past you butt ass in the locker. They just, I'm like, my man, like, yo, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? Anybody who's a frequent gym rat who go to the gym will tell you, you go in that locker, them old white men will walk right past you butt ass. And might even stand there and talk to you for a few minutes. Just, then you like, yo, homie, what are we doing? I'm telling you. Like, yo, what are we doing? Straight up. Well, right past you. And you like, yo, hold on. What is going on? And they just might straight up, they might ask you something. Like, you come here a lot? Nah. This is my last day, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? This is my last day that I'm ever coming here. If this is what I'm faced with, not working with this. Yeah, they too old to care. They like, yo, man, listen. I probably ain't getting no acting in like 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even matter no more. But nah, they just walk butt ass. Straight up. I think in the gym though, because I don't go to the gym no more, because when I caught that, I think it might have been from the gym, but I think phones, unless you're using it for music, should be outlawed in the gym. I hate going to the gym and I'm waiting on a machine or something and people sitting there scrolling through their phone. Like, you here to work out or you here to play on your phone? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, man. All that scrolling, yo, cut it out. Why you on Instagram? Why you on Instagram? Work out and leave. Get your shit and bounce. You sitting there scrolling. He be like, oh, my bad. Yo, what you here for? You here to play on the phone or you here to get your money? Know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I make my playlist. My phone don't come out my pocket. Straight up, my phone do not come out. I got the headphones where I could stop the music or play the music right from my headphones. I don't got to be playing in my phone. You know what I'm saying? Buy your own weights treadmill. I'm good. Can't stand the gym. I mean, there's stuff you could do without going to the gym, but you know, the thing about the gym, going to the gym, that is, it's an atmosphere. You know you're in there to work out. You know, sometimes you're at home, you be lax, you be like, yo, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Yo, I'm telling you this year, I'm going hard. That's what home gyms do to you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what home gyms do to you. Starting Monday, I'm going hard. Yo, watch. And you be right in the crib, never going hard. But the gym, you know you go in there, you gotta go. But it's people who procrastinate and they on their phone. And I just want to take their phone and roof it. Like, yo, let me see that phone for a minute. It's frisbee they phone like 5 buildings down. Playing game. Oh yeah, but I gotta go. I'm tired. I've been flying all day. Left Cancun earlier. Going through customs and all that. Oh man, what is that about? So, before I go, you go through customs, right? I don't want to discourage you. But you gotta go through customs, right? You gotta go through customs and you gotta go through all the security. And what I'm asking is, if you gotta go through all this stuff to get in and out of the country, how the hell is cocaine and all this stuff getting in here? See, that tells you sometimes it's a rhetorical question. Because think about it. You going through all this, standing on these long ass lines, you going through all this stuff, right? But they still getting cocaine and all that in here in the country. This when you really think about it. You're going through all of this to get back in this godforsaken country. You just left paradise. But they get cocaine in here. I'm like, yo, did you probe homie like that? So that just lets you know. It's a rhetorical question. You already know the answers. But the way they be treating you, you like, damn, they ask me, did you leave your bag unattended? Did anybody ask you to take it? I'm like, yo, what are you asking me? What am I, 10? There I left my bag somewhere and somebody slipped something in my bag. Somebody came to me and said, hey, bring this Coke into this country. No. What are you talking about? Did you leave your bag unattended? Like, yo, what are you asking me? I look 5. Yeah, I left my bag and yeah, somebody walked up to me and told me to bring this in the country. Like, that shit really happened? Anyway. I'm out. I can't take no more. I need a little shower, some rest. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I got to go. Just wanted to let y'all know that I was back. Should be on here tomorrow, depending. You know what I'm saying? I need to lay down. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. If you celebrate these holidays, happy holidays to you. If you don't celebrate the holidays, that's fine too. That is fine too. But stop complaining and whining about the people who do. Stop making angry posts every year talking about the people that do. Shut the fuck up. Nobody want to see that. If you know this time of the year makes you grumpy and irritable and you want to make angry posts, stay off of social media. Straight up. Nobody is not going to not buy Christmas presents because your grumpy ass said don't do it. All this, the winter solstice and pagan and the Yule log, yo, everybody know all that. And they don't care. You ain't gonna make them care. Go lay your ass down. Straight up. I'm out.